Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions. By now, you know of Kaito as the ultimate source of many airdrops. All you need to do to get started with Kaito and position yourself for a wide range of solid airdrops is on board with your X account, and then your coverage of Web3 in general and projects on Kaito starts being tracked, is scored by AI, and positions you for an airdrop. In the event that a project decides to offer a distribution of their allocation to Kaito yappers, which has been the case for many projects so far. The last project being Inisha. But many projects are, for example, Skatechain is going to give 1% of their supply to Kaito yappers, and so on. So, but you may be interested in other alternatives. For some, they may struggle to rank highly on Kaito, and are looking for other alternatives to Kaito that are still in their earlier stages. In this video, I'll feature 3 of them. I'll put them in the description, and later on I will do videos for each of them, like tutorial videos. For now, let's just focus on introducing them. You can get started with them, and that's the scope for this video. So you get the gist. Basically, Kaito tracks your contribution to the attention a project gets. It's called mindshare and scores you on that basis. These other projects are similar. So we want to start with wall chain. Wall chain, first off, it has points waiting for you, quacks, based on the history of your account, your X account. So when you sign up, it will already score your recent posts and then give you your bonus quacks. So you don't start out on 0. You start out with a ranking and good start, basically. So you connect with your X account, but you cannot without an invite. So now invites are very scarce on this one. I have two invites left. It shows one because I've sent one to someone who that hasn't been used. So I would say that I have 2. But the issue is that with wall chain, your X account needs to reach a certain threshold. Otherwise, it's not going to be invitable. So I'll have to check if you end up being, wanting an invitation, if your account has a high rank enough to be invited. So you see this account has a low rank. This account has a low rank. Some accounts have large following yet have a low rank and are not invitable until their rank is upped. So I'll put the link where you can apply for an invite. I would say that I have 2 invites at the moment, so I'll check your accounts and see if you qualify and then send out an invite. So that's for this. The scoring, I've done a tutorial video about how they score, but just be organic, cover Web3. This gives you the ability to be more expressive, to cover Web3 in general, and you get an X score and start earning quacks. In the event of an airdrop, it's probable that your quacks earned and thus overall ranking on the leaderboard will matter. It's also a productivity tool because it enables you understand which tokens, which X accounts are relevant. If someone contacts you with a large account but the rank is low, you may say, oh, maybe it's not a realistic account or stuff like that. So good tool. It's still in its evolutionary stage, and you'll be early if you're able to get on this, meaning that less competition and stuff like that. Second project is an old project that I used to cover in the past that has now added a new element, which I believe, because the value proposition of this project is large overall, it has age on its side, and they've introduced something called clout. I will talk about this in another video. There's also retroactive points awaiting you depending on your X history. So when you connect, it will calculate your existing history and then score you on that basis. Now I'll do another video about the rewards for this. It's also tokenless, so there may be an airdrop. So another video dedicated to this in terms of, how you are scored, how you rank highly and stuff like that, but still very early with this one. And finally, this is an experimental project, but why I like this one is because it's affiliated to the Su chain. And the backend project of this is a Su project, which is tokenless. They just introduced this in a playful comment saying that they are testing something out. So tracking project engagement across the Su ecosystem. So it's possible that, maybe content pertaining to Su, I'm not very sure yet, is being tracked. Loyalty and stuff like that. You join this with your X account. When you join, a wallet is also instituted for you. Another early stage project, but productively as well. It enables you study. Study. Okay, so it looks like it may be tracking content relating to the Su block. Not necessarily. Okay, maybe. So this one, I don't think this is about Su, but maybe because it may be. I wouldn't know, but I'll have to do a dedicated video about this to see what it is about. But still very early on. Bringing us to the end of this video. I don't want to complicate matters. Let's leave it at that. Now for Kaito, if you are struggling with Kaito, there is a community you want to join on X to discuss, resolutions. I'll add that in the description. Okay, this one. And there's also Towns channel. Towns channel for Kaito strugglers, yappers. It will be in the community as well. Towns has an airdrop. It's an alternative to Telegram, but a decentralized alternative. When you join, you'll earn points. Raise 35 million as an airdrop that's established. So I'll add that as well in the description and a bunch of other opportunities there. But before you go, visit airdropc.com and submit your email to subscribe to airdrop reminders. Soon I'll have 100 airdrops ready. Each will have its own publication tutorial that I'll be sending out to email subscribers. Currently, I'm working on the associated publication tutorial. So you see wall chain here. I'll be adding the others that I featured in this video here and sending it out to email soonest. So submit your email here. You can contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome, take action.